Come on, really? Really? Let's go. I swear you just cannot make this stuff up and, oh, Clay, such and such says I shouldn't trade. Over here says I shouldn't trade because day trading, swing trading, just trading the market, like 90% of people fail. Well, I mean, yet another data point of where a lot of these statistics are coming from. And I don't think this person was trolling me. I'm pretty sure they were serious. I guess they were trolling me, but I mean, come on. Let's just get to this little discussion that occurred on a YouTube video. A little bit more context. This is coming from one of the video charts I do where I just do an analysis of a stock chart. So this person says, bought a few just sitting on them and not fussed what happens to them. They just go up and down like waves on a sea. So I asked them, so you're gambling? Not at all. I do watch them every so often and see where they are, etc. More about seeing how a portfolio performs, but I have a practice account that I built first, but I enjoy finding the stocks. I don't do any research on the stocks I play. I just play it by ear. I had the practice account about 2 years and the real one about a year, but always had an interest in the stock market though. I don't do any research on the stocks. Wait a second, what? Wait a second. Now you may think, wait a second, Clay. I've watched your videos. I've watched your live trades. I'm pretty sure you do zero research when you put on a trade. All you're looking at is the technical chart. Ah, good point. Good observation. A very valid point. So maybe that's the case here. This person is just trading. They're doing very short-term trades where, yeah, they don't need to go and do research on a company. But let's keep this conversation going. I reply back, I don't do any research on the stocks. I just play it by ear. So like I said, you're simply gambling. No, investing long-term. Building an investment portfolio that I will tweak as and when I need to and or if I don't. You're investing long-term, you're building an investment portfolio. These are not my words. They're words, and they're not doing any research. Nate, does that make any sense?
No.
Nate's the camera guy. Like I said, I was hoping you'd say, no, I don't do any research because I'm using technical charts and I'm just day trading. And when you use technical charts, I don't care about researching the company. I just want to know what price action and the volume is doing and if there's any patterns that's forming. So yeah, I don't do any research. Nope, that's not what he said. No, I'm a long-term. He said long-term. Yes, I'm riled up because, oh, you can't trade. 90% of people fail. Well, no kidding. When you have people like this out there, is it shocking that 90% of people fail? I mean, we have a long-term investor building an investment portfolio who just said he doesn't do any research. Let's just finish up this conversation. My reply back, you are investing in stocks long-term that you didn't do any research on. Your words, not mine. I'm extremely confused. Anyways, I wish you all the best. Take care. And I mean, that's really all you can say to someone like this. And I wish this person the best. It's frustrating for me to see this because I really do. I realize some people are like, oh, you're just saying that. But I do want to see people succeed. And when you see this, it's just, not only are you not succeeding, you're giving all the rest of us a bad name. You're making all the rest of us. Has anybody ever told you that you're gambling or that the stock market's just for gamblers? Has anybody ever told you that? Because this is where that comes from. When you have people that are I don't know. I mean, can you see trying to explain to somebody, yeah, I'm building an investment portfolio because I'm a long-term investor, but I don't do any research in the stocks that I'm buying? I mean, now I got to be fair. Is this probably one of those extreme cases? Yes, it is probably very extreme, but yet again, it does exist. And if you're new to Clay Trader Mel videos, I don't know how many I've done now, probably at least 50, maybe even we're at 100 now, I don't know. But the point being is I have a lot of data points of extreme cases like this, where after a while, it's just, maybe extreme isn't as extreme as it seems because these things just keep coming in. And like I said, I was trying my best not to read too much into comments, not to put comments in their mouth, but I mean, they're all right there. Long-term investor who doesn't research the stocks that they're in. I guess I'll say it to make sure maybe you're saying, what's the problem with that, Clay? If you are a long-term investor, am I saying that you have to go through every little nitty-gritty balance sheet and all the cash flow statements and this, that, and the other? I'm not saying that. But should you at least do some research into the company? Yeah, probably. Now, if you are a day trader or you are some sort of trader and you're just using technical charts where you're focused on volume and price action, then that isn't in and of itself is your research. Maybe a little bit more research, but that would depend on your strategy. But I mean, like I said, their words, they're the long-term investor. So yeah, if you are going to be a long-term investor, do a little research, please. If you are out there trading alone currently and maybe are in the market looking for a community to join to assist you in your trading or to just help you, give you another set of eyeballs, then I do have a private trading community where you can trade alongside me and other experienced traders. So what you see popping up on the screen right now is both an information link. So if you click on the inner circle one, that is going to take you to the page where I explain all the details of what exactly come with the community, both the chat room and the newsletter. And then the other image that has popped up is a behind the scenes tour where you can see exactly what is going to be contained within the community. I take you through, like I said, a behind the scenes tour of everything, and that way you'll know precisely what you are getting when you join. So definitely check that stuff out if you are interested and thinking about wanting to join a community, and let me know if you have any questions.